Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Trade Ideas live trading room for Tuesday, July the 30th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Can I get a quick sound check, please? One second, just turning down my music just a little bit. All right, so what's happening today? So we got a few earnings plays that are definitely worth watching. Under Armour, UA, is gap down on earnings, big area for it right here. This is not an earnings play, but I'm sure everybody's aware of the big data breach with Capital One, COF. Looks like it could be a lot of support around that 90 level, but we'll have to see if it breaks down through that. The mic is horrible today. Okay, I'm getting loud and clear. Maybe have to do a reload then. Maybe you have to just do a reload. For most, it seems to be fine. Just do a reload, a refresh, reboot, reload, do a re. Okay, so do a refresh. Right up here, do a refresh, right there, refresh. All right, let me keep going here. FMS is this could be interesting. Now this is, look at the gap right here on the weekly chart. So this is an earnings play. This is the company that runs dialysis centers. Of course, had a lot of negative news a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. And now they've released earnings. So this is a big gap down on that weekly chart for FMS. SSNC is a gap down on, earnings also, and it also gapped down through the 200-day moving average. They released earnings after hours yesterday. That's the mauve area. MDR, I wish this is really has really gapped down. I wish there wasn't this support here. Looks like there's pretty decent support around $6 for MDR. It's already down 37% on earnings. So this is a massive gap down, 37% down for MDR. You know, I have to see what it does if it gets close to 6, see if it bounces. Did they really? Yeah, I mean, beyond. So it was interesting watching it. I did see it yesterday. Now this is down more because of their plans to offer 3 million shares. It wasn't so much on earnings. This was the reaction right around here, okay? And then all of a sudden they announced that they were going to do a financing, and that's what really caused the stock to drop down. Because up to that point, it was kind of holding its own right there. And that's on the Beyond Meat. Now, you might have to do I don't know why people are having problems with the sound, Have to do a refresh. Just do a refresh right here. STNE. I haven't done anything differently on the audio, so I don't know what's going on. STNE, they have actually released as a preliminary. They're releasing in 15 days their earnings. This is preliminary, and so this is gapped up on a preliminary release. RH, an expensive one, big gap up for RH. A lot of room. Another earnings play. SLCA, Silica, little gap up on earnings. May not be too dynamic though, but we'll have to see. See if it holds 11. You can see right there on the weekly chart, it has some room to the 13.5. So it does have some room. It's a matter of can it hold over 11. Yeah, I saw RNG again. As you know, I don't often trade these. Well, it's interesting because it was up. It was up a lot. Now it's giving up most of that. It was up to 144, so it's given up $7 of that so far. VLRX, a little cannabis play, CBD play. They released some news on CBD and 363, but it's given up a lot. I'm not seeing a lot of follow through in the pre-market anyway for our low floaters. I think the earnings plays have taken over. SGLB. Oh, a lot of volume. Nice gap up so far for SGLB. Some kind of a deal selected by Airbus to supply their product, or as a test anyway. Rapid test and evaluation program. Yeah, Overstock, just getting to that one. They announced a dividend. OSTK. VRNS. I don't think there was very much volume. Yeah, not too much volume, but it's a big gap up, 10%. But more importantly, look where it is. So if this can sustain it, it could take out that high right there, which is 77.55. It got up to 79.54 in the pre-market before giving up, but there's not that much volume yet. It is a low float situation, 29 million for a $77 stock. So, that could be pretty jumpy. LXU. Now this could be interesting. LXU is an earnings play. It's a small one, but look at the gap up on the weekly chart. So, it all depends. Another low float, 24 million. It's just a matter, can it hold this level and start to approach this gap? And an MDR. I want to see MDR. Yeah, that's too bad. I almost shorted this one up here. And let's see what it does at 6. If it gets close to 6 and bounces, that's pretty decent support on the weekly chart. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 candles right around that area on the weekly chart for MDR. I have 1748 for the 200-day for Amazon. At least Trade Ideas has 1748 for the 200-day moving average for Amazon. And let's see. Okay, now I'm going to take a look at some of the upgrades and downgrades for this morning. UA keeps triggering on the way down. UA. All right, there are some of the upgrades. And the pattern continues, generally speaking, more downgrades than upgrades every morning. All right, there are some of the upgrades and some of the downgrades from briefing.com. And GLW is popping in now. GLW is an earnings play. Look at this, another potential big gap down. And it's down 4%, but look at the weekly chart where it could go. So GLW is an earnings play. Wow, look at this on the daily chart. Yeah, this has got a lot of room underneath, guys. GLW. Under Armour at that magic 20 right now. I mean, it looks like there's on the monthly chart, you can see there's pretty decent support right around here. So let's see if it can take that out. Looks like it's news pending. Well, it's obviously news on ARI. Now, this looks like obviously it's going to be something about the buyout. I mean, this is a buyout of some sort. So it's been not halted, but it's been trading up here. So obviously it's going to be some news about the buyout, which if Peter is right, that is not going to, that's going to crash the stock for a while anyway. Yeah, ARI shares to no longer, oh, no. ARI shares to no longer trade as Pfizer is taking over the company. Okay, so it's going ahead. Yeah, sorry, Peter, I misread what you had said there. I thought it meant that they were stopping the takeover. So Pfizer is PFE, right? PFE. So there's Pfizer down here. And of course, I will be watching my AI yesterday list all day and see what see if we can get any good alerts from that one. We had a really good one yesterday. Yeah, I don't know about this one. I mean, it may. I mean, I guess if it gets over 3 again, it could have a bit of a run. But this has really pulled back quite a bit. 363, 285, almost $1 pullback on a $3 stock in the pre-market. So, you're welcome. Hopefully that made sense. Yes, real. Yes, 4.2.89. Yes. Okay, so SSNC it's kind of basing a little bit right here, broke down through the 200-day moving average, a lot of room underneath it. If it, let's see what happens. Again, I usually sit out the first 15 minutes just to let things settle down. I will miss things that keep running, whether on the way up or on the way down, but nothing I can do about it, just the way I trade. Is that a question, Mike? If that's a question, yes. We're just getting rid of calling it Holly, that's all. Okay, UA underneath. 20. Well, it was anyway. Oh, I see. Okay. There's quite a bit of, if you look at the monthly chart, I mean, there looks like there's decent support around that 20 level. We'll have to see. Too bad. Ah, man, I wish that MDR had no support at 6. Yeah, they're certainly downplaying it anyway. The breach, it's down 5%. Seeing if anything is sneaking in here. This is CETX, not very much volume, but it is popping up here, CETX. Sees increase in demand from packaging related industries. That just popped into the wire, 920. Somebody said that briefly there were some shorts available at Interactive Brokers for Beyond Meat, but not anymore. Yeah, we've got a definitely negative SPY so far. Just underneath 300 now. Okay, this FOMX is having a little move here. $64 million capital raise. This is why this is up, FOMX. Well, the SPY is on its own. I mean, it's this S&P 500. The Dow is what, the 30. I think it's still 30 of the big industrials. So they're different. I follow the SPY. Just looking at something. I do see this little XSPA, but we've seen this act before, not very much volume. GLW continuing down. Boy, this has got a lot of room underneath. Even on the monthly chart with 28.50, so it's about $4 away from the potential support on the monthly chart for GLW. Under Armour's still just sitting at that 20 level. I mean, that's a pretty big support area for it to break down through. GLW continues down. What's the spread like? Terrible. 32.11, 32.78 right now for GLW. All right, I am going to get rid of these two and bring in my gappers. I mean, RH has got a big void to fill if it wants to. Look at that void. Again, I don't trade these more expensive ones, but boy, that's a big void. It popped after hours up to 145 almost. What a crazy day this Vista had. You know, if you were in the room, you know that we traded this one. And I mean, it popped all the way up and then it just gave it up almost immediately. This is the IPO from, well, it looks like it's 3 days ago now. This HCAT was so strong. It's still no volume yet, but look at this as an IPO. Again, this is a 3 days now. HCAT. So kind of watching the AMK, it had a crazy, like another one, crazy trading. Got into this one, got out before all this, and then it popped right back up. Man, oh man. And this one I'm still holding from this level here. Did sell some up here. Still holding it. See if it can have a bit more of a run. AFYA. This is my only swing trade right now. AFYA. So look at the some earnings plays already showing up in the earnings to earning window. So MO is down on earnings. iTub, look at iTub starting to really give it up on earnings also. Big float, 3.3 billion in the float. We've already talked about Under Armour and MDR. And Siri is actually up a little bit on earnings. That's a huge float. All right, LXU now took a little pop here over 5. So that's a pretty crazy, pretty crazy gap on the 5 and the 15 though. What's the the bid ask 5 and 505. This is an earnings play. Look at the room it has. GLW continues its move down on earnings, down now underneath 32. Well, this is interesting if it can hold over 5. What is the, yeah, not bad volume. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the audio. I honestly don't know what to do. Some people are saying they're having audio issues. Most are saying it's still the same, so I'm not sure. I haven't done anything differently. So I'm not sure what to do. You know, crackly audio. Yeah, but I don't want to hear better. I want to hear perfect. Yeah, maybe, yeah, less than a minute to the market open, guys. You should be using Chrome as the browser. I mean, that is what he suggests. All right, that's what the developer of the room suggests. So just keep doing the refresh. I'm sorry, I don't know how else to help. Just keep doing a refresh. All right, guys, the market's going to open in now. Okay, what is? Okay. SSNC is holding at 49. Under Armour still holding 20. All right, guys, save. Now, save is underneath. Boy, it's still weak, guys. Save is still weak. It's at the low, I think, of 2 days ago, 3 days ago. Now, MDR is, well, look at the pop it had, actually. MDR actually had a pop right up to 660. So that let's see again, if it can challenge that 6 level, then pop off it. Boy, again, the rocky road with THC, I mean, up, down, up, down, up, down. Today, down, THC. Dr. Horton, DHE is an earnings play. We'll pop here, had a little bit of action in the pre-market, didn't really see it though. Maybe the volume was low. Okay, look at STNE, guys. STNE is preliminary earnings release. It's on the move here. STNE has obviously, if it can take out, what are we at now? 36.30. It's the high right there last week is 36.96. It takes that out. Not that far away. FMS is again another earnings play. Well, look at STNE, guys. STNE on the move here. It just briefly took out the high of last week. Next high looking left on the weekly is 39 something. It's a big potential gap fill for STNE. It's a preliminary earnings release. Just look at the market is taking a big hit right now. Well, MDR, guys, is right at that 6 level, 11 cents over MDR. Will it hold? Okay, OMF. OMF is an earnings play. I think I had an upgrade this morning. Look at this big break on the weekly, daily. Look at OMF. Oh, guys, SS can keep up with these. SSNC continues its gap down. There's the low after hours yesterday. Still a lot of room underneath. All right, this is earnings play SXC. No action at all in the pre-market. Look at it now. SXC. STNE, guys, STNE looks like it wants to take this out. Well, they went too quickly for me. STNE, guys, just tore through 37. Too quickly for me. I might have taken it, even though I know it's in the first 15, but Boy, is this strong, STNE. It pulls back a little bit. FMS, again, FMS, earnings play, another big gap. Let's see if it takes up 35. GLW continues down, another big gap to potentially fill. And with the market, well, okay, the market now is putting in a big bottoming tail on the SPY. Trying to recover a bit. Yeah, this is an earnings play also. See, look how whippy it is. Look at the bottoming tail there. CHGG. Interesting, the action. This is an earnings play. Look at the action in anticipation of earnings yesterday. And then the earnings was released after hours and boop. The STNE, that's probably just, it pulled back a little bit, but look at it. Look how beautiful it is on the weekly right now. Yeah, well, MDR, you are now under 6, and what sort of, that's probably almost a lifetime low. I mean, I'm going back to 2015 there, and the low right there is 629. So, I mean, you know, there's really, let's see what it does right here. I mean, if it really takes out this 590, I mean, there's no support for it, but it's already down 41%. CNX is an earnings play. CNX is an earnings play. This has some room on the weekly chart. Under Armour still hanging around that 20 level. Little green, sort of a green bar ignored, not quite. Has some room on the weekly chart, 71, so it's about $1 away. That's for Under Armour. Okay, Under Armour looks like it does now want to give it up. 1989, 1991. Granite Construction, GVA. There's a big gap down. Look at this. Big gap down. Tough spread, 34.31, 34.77. But what a gap down. Not an earnings play. It's a downgrade. I see B. Riley has downgraded it. All right, SSNC, guys, is really starting to give it up. 9:39, so another 6 minutes. I'm just wanting to see if sitting right on 47, good spread. Yeah, look at CJ. CJ, big pop. So far for me anyway, nothing shaky for the AI yesterday. Alerts, nothing triggering. Okay, now look at STNE now. Here's typically why I don't like to trade that first 15. I mean, it looked incredible, but now let's see if it can recover over 37. A bit later. Ford Fiat is, or sorry, not Ford, sorry, Fiat Chrysler earnings tomorrow. In anticipation of earnings tomorrow, I guess. Ooh, look at NTR as an earnings play. NTR, big float, $500 million in the float. But it's a nice move right now, NTR. All right, CNX earnings play. This has room. Under Armour, okay, Under Armour now looks like it does want to give up 20. Well, I couldn't get it. Uptick got me on the Under Armour. Could not get it where I wanted to. It's down 19%, so could not get it where I wanted to. Too bad. Yeah, CNX actually from my evening scan is, now look at LXU, guys. LXU, it's been a little bit choppy, but look at it now. Just watching LXU to see if it can hold that 5 level. A little bit choppy still. This is an earnings play, but look at the potential void fill. Watching to see how well it holds this 5 level. It popped 522. Just keep watching this one. This is LXU. All right, sticking an alert around 517. Okay, guys, I'm in some at 515 for the, it's very whippy though, the LXU. Okay, you know what? I don't like the way it's trading. I've taken some out at 521. I just don't like the way it's trading. 515, 521 for the LXU. See if it can shore up, and I see 525, 527 on the bid ask. Get this in here. I think I like the way it's trading now. All right. Just so I have my caps on. Jeez. Okay, so I've sold some more at 546. Now we'll see. So I have some left. Oh, beauty. Okay, well, hey guys. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, well, I'm all out now, okay? I'm all out of the LXU now. Let me get my levels here. Now, it was a little jumpy at the beginning. I didn't like it. It was to get spready. And then up here. $561, my last trade. Okay, so I'm all out of LXU. This is bugging me, you guys. I don't mean personally. Upset that people are saying they can't hear me as well as they should be. Don't understand why this is happening. All right, so look at this TNE. Man, oh man, look how marvelous that looked at the beginning, and now look at it. Okay. Well, there's a rush on the LXU. Look at that topping tail. My goodness. Look at the volume, 251 times normal. So CHGG chugging its way up on earnings. This is a time high now for CHGG. Go to tech support Optimistry, okay? Go to tech support. I want to find out what system you're using. In the meantime, do a